Well. High arm cross for disapproval.
Welcome back. This is another version of album reviews featuring
Milk Commander
and DM Shred.
Saw it. So today we got a Sasha recommend.
Sarcophagy.
So you know it's heavy.
Sarcophagy.
No, you show it to the camera. You'll get it.
This is some amazing old school, pretty much Finnish death metal.
And what did they turn into? What you turned
They turned into
members?
Sadicus, which eventually turned into a new era of Gorgasm. So three members of this band joined Damien Lesky to do Sadicus. I can't even pronounce it because I'm retarded. And then eventually they were in the fold with Gorgasm, did Orgy of Murder, and then Destined to Violate. So what did you think of Sarcophagy?
I actually really enjoyed this album a lot. I found it was like one of the more like listenable albums of this sort. Like a lot of this stuff, it's like after like 2-3 songs, I like just kind of tune out, or it's just like, you know, I'm just like, okay, like I could use like different parts, but like this album is like, yeah, it like takes you on a fucking journey, and there's like a lot of like really cool like and then like it'll like drop out into like an almost like, yeah, I don't know, it's just fucking lots of different twists and turns on this for sure for me. Right off the bat, Truncate the Pedophile is a real heavy song. Has a really cool fucking almost like thrashy part in like the third quarter of the song that I really enjoy. I think my favorite song is Song 5, Onset of Torture.
That's one of my favorites.
Fucking, that riff off the bat is fucking real catchy.
A bunch of these songs are from their old demos. I think oldest stuff going back to 93. I think Blood Soaked was the first song on the demo, which is one of my favorite songs. And like the intro of that is pretty much Finnish. 90, 91, all the bands that came out, the demos and EPs, super amazing. Lo-fi recordings, and then like 93 Depravity. Definitely you can hear that in Blood Soaked and throughout this whole album. So a lot of these tracks are really old. I think this is their first actual album release, and production's phenomenal. You got some all-star guest leads with Lesky, I think, on track 3. I think he has one or two solos, and then the James Murphy finishes off the album, giving that true homage to the old classics of the 90s. So I'm sure they're completely thrilled to have Murphy, as anyone would be, because he's like the fucking classic lead.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like some parts on this that remind me a lot of like Disincarnate, like the more like interlude parts when everything kind of drops out. And there's like a guy playing like chords while another guy's like there's like some really cool parts like that. Yeah, fucking, I really like the vocal delivery, good mix of highs and lows. It's like crushing as fuck without being like,
over the top. Yeah,
like without being like just like holy fuck. Like it's like lots of like really catchy, tasty, groovy riffs almost, like if you can groove in this style, and I think they know to do that. Some
D beats here and there, and good variety.
I feel with this, it's like more about the songs being good than just being like extremely brutal, although it is brutal for sure.
There's like, they take the old school and they make it a little bit modernized, like whether it's the production being a bit thicker.
I think that's the big thing that
without it being overproduced.
It's the old school, like you can definitely tell there's like Cannibal Corpse parts, fucking Suffocation parts, Deicide parts, like, you know, but it's definitely not exactly like any of those bands.
Do you does it sound like Gorgasm?
Yeah, there's definitely some Gorgasm.
Well, there's a lot of backup vocals from Lesky, and of course
they didn't really develop that.
Anthony
like,
sings in Gorgasm too, so
they didn't really have like any of those like Gorgasm like on the beats like
true.
So but yeah, it's its own band almost too, which is really cool. I didn't even know like, because you gave me this. Yeah, I'd never heard of them first off, then you gave me this, and then I was like, yo, that's like really cool. And then you were like, oh, that's kind of turned into Gorgasm. And I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy.
And early on you saw the Ripping Corpse shirt, so you probably thought that was a good sign that it was going to be...
Show it to the camera so I don't have to edit.
Fucking Jesse loves Ripping Corpse, so...
You got to put that Ripping Corpse in there.
somewhere. And also, Ryan's wearing the Atrocity shirt, so that's about as classic as it gets.
He's got the cancer on the right, too.
Yeah, no, that's all good stuff.
Got the right band shirt on the inside of the shit, so they know.
Not what we're wearing. You can't wear shirts like this inside the
Ghost Rider!
Are you doing the fucking Macarena?
Yeah, with fists.
Anyways, what's your rating of the album?
I would give this a solid 9 out of 10.
I give it a 9.375.
Because
I don't know why I went to decimal.
the intro's kind of fucking dumb a little bit. I don't know. A lot of this stuff with the intros like that and stuff, I'm just like, I'm glad they made it. I'm glad they made it its own song so you can skip it. But yeah,
I mean,
it kind of has to be. In
you
stuff
look
like
at
this
the old
almost,
school shit; they all had intros.
Yeah,
and so it totally makes sense to have an intro. I mean, I could see it punching into the track too instead, but I think the intro suits it.
But you think it makes it a better album having that?
Yeah, because it's the only rare time you have something aside from the music.
Mm.
So, I don't mind it,
yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. Come back soon.
I'll see you later.